yeah, brother. Welcome to the podcast. Stop Crying Poser, greatest podcast known to man, as voted by Adam, Eve, Abraham, Saul, Goodman, the burning bush, Jesus, who killed him, who fucked him up, Judas, priest. They all told me that the greatest podcast that they want to listen to is called Stop Crying Poser, every single Friday, right around 3:30 p.m. Pacific time, right here on twitch.tv/Ninja Lifestyle. Let's shout out everybody in the chat. We got Sharky Genie, Mr. Broski, Teflon Ball, Scrambles, MBD, Late Bloomer, Vintage, Lizzie, iBook, Boy UK, Late Bloomer, Guy Just Probably Dead, Mubot, Barrel Full of Games, Muy Bastante, Didn't Say Hell Yeah. I appreciate you guys for being here. It's a wonderful Friday. I slept wonderfully, and yesterday I was in such a good mood. I was thinking about it today in the pre-podcast. What makes people get in a good mood? I don't know. Some days you're down in the dumps, a cloudy day, it's raining, right? You just turn on the TV, it's Judge Judy, you can't find a good show to watch, and you're just fucking sad. Other days, you make a salad, you do the dishes, you do some laundry, and I was just in such a good mood. I had a nice salad for dinner. I learned how to make shrimp. I know I'm borderline fucking stupid, but I'm rediscovering my love for seafood. Not even rediscovering. I never knew I liked seafood until recently. I've always liked, oh, don't say always, bitch. I've liked sushi for a while. When I was a kid, I didn't like it. I think just the idea of sushi being raw fish makes me feel fucking weird. Anyways, we're already rambling. Would you guys like a chance to win a free Ninja Lifestyle sticker pack delivered to the American address of your choice? Oh, I would love to win a Ninja Lifestyle sticker pack. That's crazy because there's only one podcast that gives away Ninja Lifestyle stickers every single podcast. The question is from the Bible. That's why I think what I should start doing now is when I say greatest podcast as voted by, I think that should always be like a hint towards what the trivia is going to be. See? I'm coming up with new ideas on the fly. This is a Bible trivia question for children. Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to go off the grid on this one. So, the first person to answer the question correctly wins the sticker pack. Here is the question. Who baptized Jesus? Who baptized Jesus? Now, as far as baptisms, I've seen a lot of them on TV and movies and shit, and on like Instagram. And I always wonder, like, why are they so radically different? Sometimes to get baptized, they just dip a little piece of like, oh, your little hair touches the water. Boop, you touch the water. There you go. You're baptized. Other times they choke slam you fucking Undertaker style into a fucking vat of olive oil, and you're like, what the hell's going on here? Jesus, that was violent. Other times it's just like, it's some the way they do it to babies is fucked up. They just throw a baby up in the air, let them splash in the water and drown for half a minute, and then they take him out and say, oh, you're going to heaven now. There you go, kid. You thank me later. Thank me when you're a teenager. We're not going to go there today, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, AliXR said, hell, I don't even know who baptized Jesus. I guess you don't. Scramble says John the Baptist. Mui says John the Baptist. Barrel Full of Games said it himself. Mui cheated by Googling, but cheating is allowed. And I guess only two people care. Scrambles is the winner. Mui gets a sticker pack anyways. You know what? That poses the ultimate question. If Jesus can walk on water and they try to baptize him, wouldn't he just hit his head? I love when I hear people. I'm not making a real argument here. I love when I swear to God. I swear to God. Yeah, we're on topic, right? I swear I've heard people say like the weirdest fucking shit defending like Jesus can't be real because if he walks on water and he tried to get baptized, he would just bounce off it. Fucking idiot. The whole book doesn't make sense. And you're like, wait a minute. None of your argument didn't make sense either. But I don't want to have this conversation because none of this makes any sense. The fact that I'm in this conversation is already, to me, a sin against myself. So we have to find my way out of there. How did I wake up today? in a great mood. No, in a terrible mood. I woke up from a shit attack. You guys know the shit attack. You've been eating too much salad. Your stomach goes, hey, dude, we don't have much time. I get up out of bed. The dog is sleeping next to me all nice and warm and cuddly. I get up. I go to the bathroom. I start shitting. I go, that was delicious. That was delicious. Not delicious. I didn't mean to say delicious. I'm just eating my own shit in the morning. No, I take a shit. I take a shit, and then fucking the dog starts barking. I'm like, oh, great. Then I hear it. Doorbell goes off. Ding dong. Bing bong. And I'm like, great. My shit is ruined. My breakfast is ruined. I can't eat my shit now in peace. And of course, okay, let me preface this by saying I fucking hate people being at my house trying to sell me anything. I have a sign on my door that says no soliciting, which means leave me the fuck alone. And it says beware of dog. So next time I should stick my dog on him. I open the door and this guy goes, hey, just checking in with you. And I'm like, what the fuck do you want? No, I didn't. I said, how can I help you? In a mean voice, though. Okay, I didn't say what the fuck do you want. That'd be rude. I said, well, how can I help you? In a mean, stern, like I don't want to talk to you fucking voice. And this guy goes, well, just checking in with you. I wanted to see, since your roof faces north and south, I want to see if you maybe were interested in our saving money power fucking thing. I said, listen, asshole, I don't want solar panels. Okay? I don't want solar panels. He's like, any particular reason why? I'm like, look, dude, if I wanted solar panels, I would call a solar panel place and I would get them. The fact that you guys are walking around selling solar panels, I don't fucking want any. It would greatly reduce your power. I pay fucking $80 in power. I don't use much power. Okay? I'm happy to pay. I'm not happy to pay. And then he's like, well, the price hike is coming soon and you're gonna fucking regret that. I'm like, you know what I regret, dude? I regret even opening the door. I should have just continued shitting instead of speaking to you because it's much more productive. Let's read the news. This one hits close to home because I know this guy. I'm not going to tell you what he did quite yet, but I used to hang out with this guy in this article for years. I've known him. He was my bartender at a bar called Adrenaline, and then he got let go because he was a little crazy. He was off his meds. He went a little crazy. And then I would see him at all the bars from one side of this from one side of this country to the next. There's a lot of bars in my area. I saw him at all the bars. He would always go to karaoke. We were, for a while we were friends. Now I would say acquaintances because he makes everyone around him feel fucking weird because he's a little bit of a weirder guy. I always assumed it was just because, he had an issue with his brain and maybe like he was off his meds or whatever. But now I see him in the news. My friend Danny. I see him in the news and it says, suspect in Las Vegas crash said the ghost of a NASCAR driver told him to drive the wrong way on the freeway. Let's read. A man accused of intentionally driving the wrong way on the 215 Beltway told a judge Tuesday that the ghost of a NASCAR driver told him to do it. Daniel Assef, age 51, faces charges of attempted murder, DUI, and battery with a deadly weapon after vehicle crashes reported in the area of Lake North Drive and Fort Apache Road near Sahara. I'm not sure what area Lake North Drive is. In a court hearing on Tuesday, Assef told the judge, so listen, this is like the next day, or maybe like 2 days later. It takes a while to see a judge here. It's like 2 days later. So he's probably like, he slept once, he's thought about it for a little while, and he says to the judge that the ghost of Dale Earnhardt told him to drive the wrong way on the freeway in order to get the mayor's attention and bring NASCAR back to Las Vegas. Judge Ann Zimmerman noted that Assef reportedly had heroin and methamphetamine in his system at the time of the crash. Prosecutors asked for a $200,000 bail. The judge instead set bail for $500,000, ordering Assef not to drive and calling him a danger to the community. I guess. So it's funny. I'm a dickhead, okay? Before I say this, I gossip about my friends. I've been trying to stop. So I have this guy on Facebook. I've had him on Facebook ever since I met him. And recently he kind of went off the rails, right? He wrote about 700 paragraphs about how he's a Greek god and how there's a woman he wants to date, but Athena won't let him. And one time he kicked Zeus's ass. and then he has to talk to Poseidon about something, and he's calling all aliens to come help him because there's a red alert on Earth, blah, blah, blah. He writes these paragraph after paragraph after paragraph, long as fuck story. I copied the story and I put it in my Discord, and I was like, dude, I know this guy, and he really needs some help. And then let's laugh at this weird story. I have a weird friend. Well, 2 weeks later, he's in jail for attempted murder. For him and Dale Earnhardt were just hanging out one day, sitting, probably doing like karaoke. Him and Dale, they jump in the car, do some meth and heroin, and then they decide to go the wrong way on the freeway because they want to get NASCAR back in Las Vegas. By the way, I don't think NASCAR left. I don't know for sure, but I don't think NASCAR ever left Las Vegas. They do multiple NASCAR events here every year. So not that any of this was logical. It's weird for me being like, yeah, dude, he doesn't even know NASCAR's here. Well, listen, dipshit, Dale Earnhardt's dead. So none of the story makes any sense. But I don't know. I guess it's kind of cool knowing somebody in the news, knowing somebody that's gonna get locked up forever. To be fair though, this guy actually does have some mental problems, and I'm hoping that comes out in whatever trial or pre-trial, whatever they go through, because I don't think this guy deserves to be locked up forever. He's kind of a harmless guy when he probably takes his medicine and just says no to the meth and says no to the heroin. I know it's tough to say no to those things, but and you know what? Next time Dale Earnhardt tells you to do something you don't want to do, just say no. Just say no to drugs, say no to alcohol, and say no to Dale Earnhardt. That's what I always say. My grandma said it best. Say no to Dale Earnhardt when he tries to fuck you up. Another news article. I don't know this guy, and if I did, then he'd be dead because he died in this article. This is a very sad article, so brace yourselves. This guy was speeding down the street. He has a bunch of criminal histories. He's speeding. He has a bunch of speeding tickets, and he crashes. He kills 7 people, and he kills himself, and he kills his homie who's in the car with him. 9 people died. Let's read. Driver in North Las Vegas crash that killed 9 had criminal history, records show. A lot of criminal history. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can see this crash. The car is mangled. No one could ever survive that. Let's continue. The driver in a deadly crash that killed 9 people in North Las Vegas on Saturday had an extensive criminal history, according to court records. Gary was identified as the driver of a Dodge Challenger that North Las Vegas police said ran a red light near Cheyenne and Commerce. The crash killed 9 people total, including Gary Robinson. I don't know why I said Gary at the beginning. According to court records, Robinson had an extensive criminal history dating back to 1998 out of Las Vegas. Let's read some of these terrible fucking things. The speeding is what makes me mad. Before we go and say this, I don't think that having a criminal history makes you a bad person. Okay, but the fact that you do have several speeding tickets and then you kept on speeding and kept on speeding and kept on speeding and now a whole family is dead, that part makes me upset. October 1998, assault with a deadly weapon, felony. January 1999, possession of cocaine, felony. That means you had a lot of cocaine, I believe. February 2002, why do I say that? 2002, disorderly contact. Disorderly conduct, please learn how to read, you fucking idiot. Misdemeanor. January 2004, sale of cocaine, felony. March 2004, battery, domestic violence. June 2005, drug possession, felony. 2006, resisting a public officer, battery, tampering with a vehicle, felony. 2008, open container in a vehicle, driving on a suspended license, misdemeanor. 2008, battery on a police officer with substantial bodily harm, battery on a police officer or school employee, another felony. May 2017, speeding, 11 to 20 miles per hour over the speed limit. December 2021, speeding violation, 1 to 10 miles over the speed limit. And I'd read in another article that he had more speeding tickets that were like unresolved. So what we're seeing here, quote, is people time after time breaking the law, said commissioner from Clark County, whatever. Fox 5 is working to know more. I can't read, okay? The coroner identified the 7 people in the Toyota involved in the crash. These are all the people that died. Fernando, age 5, he was killed by this dickhead. Adrian, age 10, he was killed by this dickhead. Uvia, age 13, was killed by this dickhead. Brian, age 15, was killed by this dickhead. Gabriel, age 23, was killed by this dickhead. David, 25, was killed by this dickhead. And Jose, age 35, was killed. This fucking guy wiped out a whole fucking family. For what? Because he wanted to go fast, man. It makes me really makes me really angry. You know, I think what people would say is, emotionally they would say, how is this guy even free? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 felonies. I knew a guy that got, I think, 5 DUIs. He went to prison for like 5 years. This guy's beating cops and selling cocaine. And, and beating cops, selling cocaine with a gun, beating chicks up and speeding. And for somehow he's still allowed to be out here killing kids. I don't know. I guess the happy part of the story is that he died. I know that's somebody's like son. That's somebody's brother, somebody's son. But still, dude, your kid was a piece of shit who killed a bunch of people that didn't, I don't know, it shouldn't have happened, you know. Speed was a factor in this accident, and that is the only contributing factor that we know of at this time. We are anticipating getting results from downloads of vehicles, speed workup, and things of that nature. The reports from the coroner's office. Once we get that information, we'll be able to update you again and provide you with more specifics. We have data that shows that citations over 100 miles an hour have gone dramatically up in the last 3 years. So this has nothing to do with speed. Is definitely on the rise. I hate this article now. Who's saying this? So speed is on the rise. Yeah, okay, people drive fast. What do you, I mean, fuck you. This guy is the problem, not this fucking speed limit. This guy is the problem. I thought, I read these articles and I expect that I can just interpret what they say, but I can't. I'm fucking stupid. Yeah, so that guy's a dickhead. I'm glad he's dead. Sorry, not sorry. Like, fuck, Jesus Christ. Last article. No, wait, 2 more articles. Should we go to my life or just keep on the articles? We'll stay on the articles for now. Some guy spent $4.5 million. I shouldn't say spent, huh? That like makes it seem like he's already lost. Some guy bet $4.5 million for the Bengals to win the Super Bowl. If he wins $7 million on top of his $4 million back. So if he wins, he gets like $11 million. Wait, $12 million he gets back. That would be great. That'd be great for him. You know what? All my friends in Ohio, all the Revive crew, those guys would really love for the Bengals to win. So you know what? Just because I know more people from Ohio, I want them to win too. Yeah, good, fine. Last article, naked man accused of killing woman, wounding 4 others in bus shooting. Is my homie Danny, is he in jail? Because this sounds like him. Dale Earnhardt told him to kill 4 people on a Greyhound bus. Not funny, it's not funny. California, a 21-year-old man who was acting erratically opened fire inside a Greyhound bus, killing a 43-year-old woman and wounding 4 others before he was arrested, naked, inside a Walmart, not surprising, after getting in a fight. First off, my number 1 rule, don't fight naked people. Number 2 rule, if you're shooting in a Greyhound, I would hope that somebody shoots back, man. This whole thing, it's not funny. It's not funny. A lot of people got hurt. Let's read it. Yeah, whatever. It's a horrific tragedy. We already know the story. Let's talk about who did he hurt. The wounded include a 32-year-old man who was shot multiple times. He's in critical condition. A 25-year-old pregnant woman who's in critical condition. An 11-year-old girl who's in stable condition, thank God. A 38-year-old man was treated for a minor injury. So what? He shot fucking 4 people, killed 1. These other 2 are not looking good. I hate this guy, man. Fucking California, am I right? California is just like Florida. You know what, though? After that Dale Earnhardt interview, I guess everywhere is becoming Florida. Just a sad story. What do we blame here? Drugs? Is drugs the problem? Is mental health the problem? Is guns the problem? I don't know. It's a sad story. I don't want to keep laughing. I'm just in a good mood, man. I'm trying to just laugh it off right now. Let's go to my life, okay? Let's talk about my life. Let's talk about what's happening in my life. So, I was thinking about starting an OnlyFans. Listen, hear me out. Hear me out. It's OnlyFans, but I don't get naked. I just watch nature documentaries with my nuts hanging out. I feel like there's someone out there who would want to see that. I just watch nature documentaries, smoking weed, and the type of pants that I wear, my nuts just kind of flop out the side. And then I look at like I point at the screen like fucking Leonardo DiCaprio whenever I see like a jellyfish. Oh, jellyfish. And then it just my nuts. Maybe I'd have two cameras. One would be like nut ball sack camera, and the other camera would be me, and then the other camera would be the nature show. I feel like people could really get behind that. What if that's the next big idea? Feel free to steal my idea. Also, it's kind of like no one can make fun of you for that. No one, here's my thing, guys. If like a guy sees another guy's dick or whatever, there's gonna be some douchebag like, oh, he's a small dick. Oh, my dick's way bigger. Oh, my dick's way bigger. Okay, I can identify all the jellyfish. Fuck you, dickhead. But no one's gonna hate on another man's nuts, right? Why did you click it? Why did you click the video if my nuts are out? You're gonna make fun of me? Nut watcher? You nutsack watcher? Eyes on my ball sack fucking boy? Get the fuck out of here. Lizzie said it sounds more like art than OnlyFans. No, I'm telling you. Because, why do I bring that up? Well, recently, I was on the couch watching nature documentaries and my nuts fell out. I was wearing these shorts. How do I explain these shorts? These shorts they're like floppy, right? My nuts fell out the side. I look down, I see my fucking nutsack. I'm like, oh damn, look at that. And I was like too lazy and high to put the nuts back in. I was like, you know what? Let them breathe. Let the nuts breathe. And then I thought to myself, you know what? There's got to be a way I can make money off this. There's got to be a way I can make money off this. And I started thinking, went deep in thought, had a daydream. And I was like, dude, nature documentaries, my nuts. And there's a dog in the same room. My fucking dog's there. Like I got all three things you need. I got nudity. I got my nuts. I have a cute animal. Boom. Not involved at any point. And then I have like the audience's captivation, right? They watch me, I watch nature. Ball sack is there. Dog is cute. I'm just saying, man. It's a $1 million idea. Maybe I'll follow through one day. How much should I charge? How much should I charge? And will I regret this? What I should even can your OnlyFans have a name? What would mine be called? It would be like nuts, nature and nuts, nuts and nature. Ball sack and sea otters. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I was I was watching these nature shows. My dog loves the sea otters for some reason. Whenever like big, like dog looking fish go on the screen, his ears perk up and he's like, what is that fucking guy doing? He doesn't care about the foxes or the cats or the big cats or hippopotamus. No, he just cares about the fucking, the sea creatures that look like dogs. I don't get it. Because he hates water. Maybe he's getting brave and thinking about he can go swimming one day. But it's fun to watch those shows with him. And I had this other thought-provoking idea. I've spent so much of my life talking shit on weed, right? Even here on the podcast, just being negative, being judgmental. And now all my best stories, like my brain does its best work, high as fuck. Don't ever let me drive a car because everyone would I'd crash into everything. I wouldn't get out my fucking driveway. I'd run straight into a basketball hoop or something. Kill a kid shooting a three-pointer. So smoking the weed, I'm looking at these fish, right? And it's all these fish are swimming around. They start dropping their semen all on the fucking semen everywhere. Just fucking cum. Fish just come everywhere. And then girlfish come. And they just, the girlfish, they don't come. The girlfish roll up and they just suck the semen into, I don't know, their gills or their pussy or something. And I thought to myself, dude, what if humans were like this? What if I just went like downtown, nutted on the street, and then chicks just ran up, dragging their pussy on the ground like a snail, trying to procreate? I thought to myself, damn. I feel like the ladies' like butt cheeks would be dirty. Also, I don't know why. See, my story happens in downtown because that's where all the action is. You can't go like on the outskirts of the city and nut on the ground because that's not where all the female fish are at, or maybe the chicks if we're humans. So you go somewhere heavily populated, somewhere where all the chicks hang out. Maybe like where do chicks go? What do chicks do? Like a yoga studio, and you just start nutting. You know what? I feel like that does happen. I feel like there's one story out there at a yoga studio where some homeless dude looks in the window and nuts on the window. The only thing that didn't happen is later a woman didn't go out there and drag her pussy on the window. You know what? I guess we should all just be happy that we're not like fish. I guess we should all just be happy that we're not like fish. But that was my story. Yeah, wonderful story, man. These fucking solar panels. Movies. Have I been watching movies? Yes, I watched a classic, critically acclaimed film called Hell or High Water. If you like bank robbing movies, I think you'll like it. It's about a group of bank robbers. Pretty interesting movie. I try to watch, at least a couple movies every week. I landed on that one, and my mind is still on the dragging of the pussies right now. It's a great movie. The one thing I didn't really care about as far as this movie, and I'm not going to spoil anything, is they leave a lot of details out. So it's kind of like the movie where you have to come up with the other details. Dialogue was pretty good. I would recommend it. So yesterday, let me tell you guys something about me. I've never been afraid to, if I see like a locked door. Okay, I'll give you an example. My friend Replacement was in town last week. I showed him all of downtown. We really wanted to get into this room so that we could look at a tank of sharks, but we couldn't get in this room. So I'm like, okay, I go in the first door. I try to open the door. There's like a rope, like a little felt rope that says like, do not enter. I said, fuck you. I try to open the door. I'd rather get in the door and then have security say, sir, you can't be in there, rather than not try at all. That's just the way I live. A rebel without a cause, but born to ride, forced to work. I try that door, doesn't open. I go to the next door, try that door. I go upstairs and try to find like an employee door to get in there. I couldn't get in there, but long story short, I tried all the fucking doors to get in there. Even though I know this area is off limits, I want to see these fucking fish. This guy, my friend wants to see the fish. I'm just gonna try and see the fucking fish. So yesterday I was at Walmart and they got the fucking vodka locked up. Press the button, nobody fucking shows up. I'm like, dude, this is annoying. I gotta wait for somebody to open the key so I can get a bottle of vodka. And of course, I walk up to the thing, I fucking grab it, I yank it, like, boom, just yank it. I fucking break it open. Okay, cool. Now I got my vodka. I gently close it. It wasn't broken. The latch was just too loose. Ripped it open, smash it back. No one's, like, look, life is good now because of me. I don't have to bother the very busy Walmart staff who's, apparently they're playing on their fucking phone all day. I don't have to bother them. I can do everything myself. Rip open the fucking thing, get the vodka, go on shopping. Then I had to get the damn Tide Pods. I tried to pull that shit with the Tide Pods. Tried to rip the thing open. It wouldn't budge. So I did have to bother, like, I had to ruin somebody's Instagram, like swiping to get the Tide Pods so that I could smoke them. So that I could do laundry. And the moral of the story is don't be afraid to get outside the rules sometimes, unless you're speeding. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I guess that was a long story, but I got vodka from Walmart and I wasn't supposed to. Oh my god, I wasn't supposed to get it. Okay, this one's this one's kind of a rude topic, but I heard something. This is probably like an age-old story, but I thought it was interesting. For a lot of reasons. I'm trying to think of how I'm gonna phrase this to not sound like a douchebag, but it's like a fake like little, what do you call it, like a little fable, a little wisdom fable. And let me try to get the story right. So there's this fucking millionaire, and he's dating this, like, let's say the millionaire is a guy. There's a millionaire guy, and he's dating a girl. And the girl is just an average, everyday person, works minimum wage, and she's dating the millionaire. And, she's happy. The millionaire's nice. Their relationship is great. And the millionaire looks at the lady and he says, hey, would you date me if I made the same amount of money as you? Like, would you date me if I had the same type of job as you? And the lady goes, you know what, dude? Honestly, no. Because I like the security. I like that you're successful. Honestly, dude, I would never date somebody like like not as rich as you. I wouldn't date you if you were average. And then he goes, good, because I'm breaking up with you. It's just, why? He goes, well, I'm taking your advice. I'm not dating somebody who's fucking average. Bye, bitch. I thought to myself, dude, that's that's very rude. But that's like, what a neat little metaphor. What a neat little story in there. Because the chick was honest. She was honest with the guy, but the guy was very honest too. Like, no one's really at fault here. It's a story that made me think, because one time I was at the bar, and me and my ex were having problems. We were just about to break up. It was like our last hoorah, like maybe we can save this. She had already moved out, and I'm at the bar. She shows up kind of drunk or whatever, and she's like, I'm gonna gamble a little bit. And I say, holy shit, she's playing $4 a hand. Just because, you know, she's drunk, she doesn't care. Fuck it, what's $40? She plays it. I look down, I go, damn, if you hit this Keno 7 spot, you're gonna win $28,000. And she goes, no fucking way. I say, yeah, if you hit it right now, you'd get $28,000. The bartender goes, man, it could happen. I go, it's very unlikely. It's never going to happen. So she hits it. Now, the idea is to get 7 lights to light up. I see 1 light up, 2 light up, 3 light up, 4 light up, 5 light up, 6 light up. And I go, holy fuck. You're about to win $28,000. We just need 1 more light to light up. Holy shit. And unfortunately, the last light did not light up. So instead of $28,000, she won $1,600. Still a huge amount for me. I've never won that much money. That was a losing. She lost the hand and still got $1,600. And I thought to myself, if she would have won $28,000, I honestly believe this in my heart, she would have looked at me and said, fuck you. I never want to see you again. And obviously, you know, like I'm sort of reading into it, like I'm making up my own reality. But I knew this person really well. I thought to myself, you know what's crazy about that? Is if I won $28,000, I would just be in a great mood. I'd be willing to forgive anyone for anything. I'd be so happy. I'd be like, you know what? Like, let's go celebrate. Let's try and get through this. And that's what that little fable, I don't know what it's called, that little wisdom piece. I know there's a fucking word for this short story. I can't fucking think of the word for it. But that's what it made me think of. It made me think of just how some people treat other people, you know? Like, I felt in my heart, like, and I felt this on that day. I was like, you know what? If she hits this 28,000, she's going to look at me, be a dick to me, say a bunch of rude shit, and tell me to fuck off. Obviously, I'd probably knock her the fuck out. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Steal the money. But I was very, like, certain that that's what would have happened. Versus me, if I win money... And I don't know, maybe I'm being like narcissistic here, because then again, I do always say, if I want a fuckload of money, I would just forget all my friends. I'd be like, dude, I'm not fucking with nobody. But I think that's just me being a joke, or like joking about it. But I'm just a fucking joke to you. I'm here to amuse you. Yeah, I think it's an interesting little fable, and it made me think of that. And it also, I heard that story at the same time I was at that same bar, and I was like, oh fuck. It made me think of all those things together. So it's kind of an interesting story. And I think I don't know, maybe you guys can tell a friend about the story when you're out and about tonight drinking. I can't wait to go hang out tonight. I got all this healthy food in the fridge. I'm about to have a feast. I have not eaten breakfast. I have not eaten anything today. And that's all I got for the podcast. Please give me a hell yeah in the chat so I can shout out everyone that made it this far in the podcast. I always appreciate you guys tuning in. I very much appreciate iBookBoy for his $20 donation today. That was really nice of you. Really appreciate you being so nice and generous today. That's a great way to support the podcast. But there's also other ways to support the podcast, just in case you're a broke bitch. I'm kidding. No. You can just tell a friend about the podcast. You want to support me? You want to help me grow? Oh, shit. Tell a friend about the podcast. Tell somebody you work with. Tell your brother. Tell your mom, your cousin. Tell Dale Earnhardt. Don't get in the car with him. Tell him about the podcast, and then we can all just have a happy time. I keep looking at my view count, right? Everyone complains about me always talking about the view count. You know what, dude? You guys need to get to work. Anyways, if you missed the podcast, it also comes out on Sunday, a repeat. The recap comes out on Sunday on iTunes, on Podbean, on YouTube. You guys can check that out. Sunday, I think it comes out like 7 a.m. I appreciate all you guys for being here. Ali XR, iBookBoy, Infamy, Teflon, Ball, Gyges, Sharky Genie, Captain Canuck, Vintage Lizzie, Gyges, iBookBoy, North Shooter, Probably Deaded. I love you guys being here. This was a great podcast. I think we had some laughs, we had some cries, we had some smiles and cries. God damn it, Denzel Washington. We had some smiles and cries. Did I miss anything? You guys tune in next Friday, every Friday, right here on twitch.tv/Ninja Lifestyle, right around 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. Although, you know what? I'm always late. Today we were like 35 minutes late. So I guess that's it. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Friday. Don't drink too much, but you know what? Also, don't drink too little. I was taking a shit, and that shit was delicious.